Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your boy Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of a UFC 5 news video. And as you guys can see, the first look trailer has dropped. It has dropped, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna go through and touch on some things that you guys might have missed when you first watched it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this poppin'.
Experience. All at once, it becomes you,
man.
and it comes at you.
That's the authentic feeling of mixed martial arts we've been working to capture.
First thing I noticed, Nate McDonald, shout out to you, my guy. Nate McDonald has taken over for Jeff Howard. If you guys don't know who Jeff Howard is, he was the lead developer for UFC 4, or for UFC 3, 2, and 1. He stepped away to go to God of War, and now Nate McDonald has taken over for him, so I'm really, really happy to see that. So let's keep it pushing.
And with EA Sports UFC 5, this is as real as it gets. For the first time in franchise history, UFC 5 is powered by the Frostbite engine.
And with the Frostbite engine, UFC 5 looks amazing, man. It really gave me those feelings of stepping into the cage.
The Frostbite engine makes a significant impact on the quality of characters and environments. With advanced rendering features, we can deliver even more realistic-looking fighters with industry-leading facial animation technology.
While the arts of mixed martial arts is something to behold, it does come with consequences. And I can tell you,
Anthony Pettis back in the game. Love to see it, baby.
With UFC 5's all-new Real Impact system, cuts, bruising, and swelling.
Now this right here I found really, really interesting. For those of you guys that might not have caught this, I knew cuts were going to stop. We're going to force doctor stoppages in the game, but I'm wondering if swelling is going to do the same thing. I'm really interested to see that, because in real life, if your eye swells shut, they're going to stop the fight. So I'm wondering if that's also going to be a thing in UFC 5 as well. So I'm real interested to see that. And I like that how Justin Gaethje's eye right here is actually red. That's a very, very fine detail that I really appreciated that they showed in the first look trailer.
Swelling accumulate in accurate locations on the body and have a realistic effect on gameplay. That all starts with the foundation of the Real Impact system.
Now, the one thing I did notice right here, I'm going to go back and replay this real quick because I'm not going to spend too much time on it, is the lead hook does not hit as far as it does in UFC 4. The straight does, but the lead hook does not. Because Amanda, when she threw this lead hook, it doesn't track nearly as far as it does in UFC 4. But unfortunately, that straight does.
Of the Real Impact system,
the lead hook into the
authentic
straight.
Damage impacts your fighter's attributes during the game. So,
turn this down.
If you got,
let me turn this down just a little bit. It's a little loud.
A cut bleeding into your eye, it will lower your defensive abilities on that side.
So I like how right here they showed the eye and the briefcase with the plus sign on it. I'm assuming this is going to tell you that you have a cut above or underneath your eye, and I'm assuming that this is going to be an indicator of how close you are to getting a doctor stoppage. So if this is the case, I'm wondering if you're going to be able to see this in ranked championships or when you're fighting somebody online, because if this cue is right here and you're able to see it as being, if we were Cheeto Vera right here, you can really press the pace and really start to launch more shots at where that cut is and try to get a doctor stoppage. So that was real interesting, along with the stamina system. There's a shit ton of stamina right here, which I really thought was interesting. It could really make you happy, or it could really piss you off that there's more stamina in this game. So I mean, take it how you see it. You know what I mean?
Side of the body, and if you take one too many kicks to your lead leg,
Dustin's model looks really good.
Your mobility will decline, and your attack power.
Now, what I really liked was that little stumble that I seen from Connor right there. He got a leg health event, and when he tried to throw a kick,
you'll start to limp.
He kind of stumbled backwards. Now, and you see, it's showing you that you got leg damage right here, that your leg is pretty much broken. Now, I'm real interested to see if that's going to affect you long term, like we've been asking for heading into UFC 5, or if this is only going to be the case, your movement's only going to slow down when you get in a leg health event like it does in UFC 4. Because if it only happens during a leg health event, then it's really no reasoning even in showing this. So I'm real interested to see how the leg health damage is really going to affect the long-term stamina and movement of a fighter. But the models look really good.
Attack power will drop. Guys, I'm taking some calf kicks. They look just as painful in the game as they are in the octagon.
Working hand in glove with authentic damage is the all-new strategic element.
Man, they did Leon early with the dirty, man. Usually they put champions doing the damage on challengers. Decided to put Colby up there.
Once you're cleared to keep fighting, you're going to have to switch up your strategy to protect that hurt area to keep the fight from getting stopped. And on the other side of this coin, can you make the most of your opponent's injury until the doctor has no choice but to stop the fight?
All right, grappling system. Here we go.
It should be just as fun to tangle on the ground. We got a new seamless submission system, and it really legitimizes the ground game in UFC 5.
The seamless submission system removes the mini-games completely and functions as an extension of the overall ground game. This delivers a much faster and far more intuitive experience, keeping the...
All right, now I'm going to pause it right here. This looks absolutely beautiful. For those of you guys that say, oh, grappling's boring, grappling's too boring, there's no reason to say that grappling is boring in UFC 5. Because there is so many, it looks like there's so many transitions that they showed just in this first look trailer that it's going to make grappling really, really fun. So I would expect there to be more grapplers in UFC 5 than in UFC 4. But what really interests me right here is this submission system right here. With them talking about seamless submissions, I'm wondering if you're going to be able to manipulate this to get an opponent in an easier sub. I'm wondering how much this is really going to play a part in being able to get a submission. You know what I mean?
Action on the ground, fresh and fluid.
Look, and it shows you right here where your submission is going. I like the little indicators. It's showing the arm bent up, which lets you know that you're really, really close to getting an arm bar. As well as look at Tony Ferguson's face right here getting real red. Real interesting, but something that I feel like not a lot of people were talking about.
Showcasing UFC's massive presentation updates in truly innovative fashion is the all-new cinematic KO replay. Oof. Thanks to the power of Frostbite.
Now let me tell y'all, if these are the actual replays and how we're going to get them, this is fire. This is fire. Let me tell you, no other UFC game has done it like this.
Players can now rewatch their finishing blows in stunning visual fidelity.
Those super slow motion finishes.
Look at the hair pop to the side, baby.
It really turns your
I like to see it. I like to see it.
Plus, we've added improved interactions with the referee in ground and pound stoppages, and added the ability to go to a draw on the judges' scorecards.
Brandon Moreno looking ripped right
which is
there.
something we know you've been asking for. UFC 5.
And I'm interested to see how much points you get if you get a draw. So for those of you guys that grind online ranked like I do, how many points are you going to get for actually winning a fight? That's going to be real interesting to see.
Is truly an extension of the UFC fan experience, thanks to Fight Week, an all-new series of features and challenges synced with real-world fight events.
And they brought back the fighter picks. I like it. I like it. I respect it a lot.
Like the all-new alter egos, which let you play as your favorite fighters in their authentic career-defining.
That just showed us right there. The damn overhands, the winding up overhands are back for UFC 5, which I would have wished they rehauled it, but it is what it is. Connor's looking fire.
With up to 4 new alter egos dropping per month. It's a staggering level of content. Career Mode offers an all-new introduction.
All right, here we go, Career Mode.
And Coach Davis is back to guide the player through their UFC career, along with help from none other than the Bullet herself, Valentina Shevchenko, who crushes it as an all-new NPC.
This is the best training facility in the world. There is no place like it.
Now, I'm wondering why they couldn't get Alexander Volkanovski to do Career Mode as well. Because it would have made more sense to me. I would have liked to have seen Valentina do the women's side of Career Mode and Volkanovski do the men's side. I feel like that would have drawn more people to buy the game for Career Mode, but maybe there was a reason why they didn't want to do that.
Then there are new cinematics, locations, and a refined focus on onboarding. And last but not least, and trust me, it's not least, if you pre-order UFC 5, you'll receive a roster of legendary heavyweight fighters.
Ali looking good.
Muhammad Ali,
young Cassius
Mike
Clay,
Tyson, and the last emperor, Fedor Emelianenko.
Fedor Come on, man. That's too good.
That's Pride
Thanks
Fatal
for
right
joining us,
there, ladies
DC,
and gentlemen.
And thank you all for watching. We're excited for you to find out for yourselves that UFC 5 is as real as it gets.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, from what I took away from this UFC 5 trailer, I'm very, very excited, man. They've overhauled a lot of stuff in the grappling aspect. They didn't do a lot in the striking aspects in terms of animations, but that's to be expected. But they did add a new facet to the stand-up and the striking system with the damage. So overall, looking at this trailer, I'm super excited, man. I can't wait to play this in the closed beta. I'm hoping that we get it sooner rather than later, so that way we can figure out there's bugs and get it all kind of fixed before the game actually launches on October 27th. But overall, this was a great trailer, man. It's a great trailer. It had me really, really pumped and excited for UFC 5. But that's it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button if you're new to the channel. If you love MMA gaming content, this is the channel for you, because I drop UFC 4 and UFC 5 content on this channel daily. But until the next video, guys, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I will see you guys in the next video.